all chosen ones, why God warned you. You need to avoid social gatherings and big crowds. The reasons behind this will shock you tonight. Your higher self has guided you to this exact transmission at this exact moment because the echoes of the November 14th Lunar Gateway are no longer subtle whispers. They are becoming visible, tangible, and undeniable in our physical reality. Something ancient and profoundly powerful was awakened during that sacred alignment. A cosmic reset button was pressed, and for the chosen ones, for those of you with the eyes to see and the hearts to feel, life, as you knew it, is already beginning to dissolve. This is not a cause for fear, it is a cause for activation. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for across lifetimes. The after effects of the potent Mercury Mars conjunction, amplified by the lunar occultation, are now unfolding, and what is coming to the surface is a world-altering spiritual shift. We must be prepared. This is why the purge, divine, why, God, the universe, source energy, whatever name you give, the infinite intelligence has been sending a clear and urgent warning against large social gatherings, against the chaotic energy of crowds. It is not about a physical threat, it is about an energetic one. You, the awakened, have just undergone a profound spiritual surgery. Your frequency has been recalibrated, your energetic DNA rewritten. To step into a crowd right now, into the dense, chaotic soup of 3D matrix energy, is like exposing a delicate, newborn light to a hurricane of psychic static. It can disrupt the divine codes that are settling within you. It can confuse your internal compass, and it can delay the manifestation of the miracles that are now trying to break through into your life. Pay attention, because the signs of this post-conjunction awakening are showing up now, and understanding them is the key to navigating this sacred transition and claiming the destiny you were born for. The event of November 14th was not merely an astronomical curiosity, it was a cosmic key turning in a divine lock. The moon, our celestial mother, passed in front of a significant star, an occultation that acted as a momentary veiling of the old reality. This brief cosmic blink allowed a new, higher dimensional light to flood our planet. But the true power, the true engine of this shift, was the rare and formidable conjunction of Mercury and Mars. Think of the mythic archetypes. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, the ruler of our thoughts, our communication, our perception of reality. And Mars, the warrior, the divine masculine force of action, drive, and raw, untamable will. When these two forces align, it creates a sacred bridge between thought and action, between intention and manifestation. For the masses, for those still slumbering, this energy can manifest as arguments, rash decisions, and mental chaos. But for you, the chosen ones, this was a divine synchronization. It aligned your deepest, soul-level thoughts with the power to take immediate, decisive, and inspired action. This is why you may have felt a sudden, inexplicable urge to change course, to end a relationship, to start a new project, or to speak a truth you have held silent for years. That was the Mercury Mars activation. It was your higher self seizing this cosmic opportunity to propel you forward on your divine timeline, shattering the illusions and delays that have held you back. Now, in the aftermath, we are in the integration phase. The seeds planted during that gateway are beginning to sprout, and the first sign that you have been profoundly touched by this energy is an almost overwhelming increase in your sensitivity. You are feeling everything more deeply. The emotions of others feel like your own. The energy of a room hits you like a physical force the moment you walk in. This is why the warning against crowds is so critical. You are no longer insulated. Your auric field has become a highly sophisticated receiver, attuned to the subtlest frequencies of truth, love, and divine guidance. But this also means it is susceptible to the loud, discordant noise of fear, jealousy, and collective anxiety that permeates large gatherings. You are now a finely tuned instrument, and you must protect your sacred vibration. If you are feeling this shift, if this message is resonating in your soul, and you can feel the truth of these words in your very bones, confirm your alignment with this new energy. Take a deep breath, and like this video to anchor your intention into the collective field of light. For daily spiritual updates, and to continue receiving these vital transmissions, subscribe to Power Inside You, and turn on all notifications. This journey is unfolding rapidly, and you do not want to miss a single step. And now, to signal to the universe, to your guides, and to your own higher self that you are consciously participating in this great awakening, type the activation code 1111 in the comments below. 1111 is the code of the spiritual gateway, a sign that you are in perfect alignment and that the angels are with you. By typing it, you declare your readiness to receive the miracles that are now flowing towards you. The second major after effect now becoming visible is the activation of what can only be described as the dream portal. Sleep has changed. It is no longer just a time for rest. It has become a classroom, a training ground, and a direct communication line to the higher realms. Your dreams may have become intensely vivid, cinematic, and filled with potent symbolism. Pay close attention to these nocturnal transmissions. Are you dreaming of ancient temples, of star-filled skies, of flying, or of being handed keys and scrolls? These are not random images. This is your subconscious mind processing the massive energetic downloads from the Lunar Gateway. Your ancestors and your spirit guides are using the dream state to the space where the cool, conscious mind skepticism is dormant to deliver crucial information, to reveal past life gifts, and to show you the path forward. Many of you are experiencing an unprecedented connection to the ancestral realm. You may be dreaming of grandparents or loved ones who have passed, but they appear younger, vibrant, and they are offering you guidance, reassurance, or even forgotten family wisdom. This is the veil thinning. The Mercury Mars conjunction has cleared the cosmic static, allowing their messages to come through with stunning clarity. Do not dismiss these encounters. Keep a dream journal by your bed. The moment you wake, write down everything you can remember. The symbols, the feelings, the words spoken. These are pieces of your personal treasure map, guiding you towards your highest destiny. The energy of this gateway is also triggering a profound physical and emotional purge. This may be uncomfortable, but it is absolutely necessary. You may be experiencing sudden waves of exhaustion that seem to come from nowhere, or restless nights where you feel buzzing with a strange electric energy. You might notice tingling in your hands and feet, a pressure at your third eye, or a ringing in your ears that is not tinnitus, but is, in fact, you beginning to hear the higher celestial frequencies, the sound of the 5D Earth. Physically, the body is working overtime to release dense, old energy and integrate the new light codes. It is detoxifying. You may feel unexplained aches, flu-like symptoms that come and go, or a need to drastically change your diet, suddenly craving clean, high-vibration foods and being repulsed by processed, heavy energies. Emotionally, the purge can be even more intense. The warrior energy of Mars, combined with the clarifying light of Mercury, is bringing all hidden shadows to the surface to be healed, and released. Old traumas, past life wounds, and deep-seated fears you thought you had dealt with are bubbling up with a vengeance. You might find yourself crying without knowing why, or feeling sudden flashes of anger or deep sadness. Please, do not judge this process. You are not going backward. You are performing a sacred act of soul alchemy. You are clearing out the karmic debris that cannot exist in the new frequency you now hold. This is the emotional shedding required before a massive up-leveling. It is the storm before the calm, the darkness before the dawn of your new reality. Embrace it, allow the emotions to flow through you without attachment, and know that with every tear shed, with every fear faced, you are becoming lighter, clearer, and more powerful than ever before. If your dreams have become more intense, more meaningful since the 14th, comment, "I am listening" below to acknowledge the messages from your higher self and your guides. This simple declaration amplifies your connection and signals your willingness to receive even clearer guidance from the realms of spirit. This sacred purge is also directly linked to another powerful sign of the awakening, the severing of old energetic cords. As your vibration rises, anything and anyone not in resonance with your new frequency will begin to fall away. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of a spiritual awakening, but it is also one of the most liberating. Friendships that were once central to your life may suddenly feel draining and superficial. Jobs or career paths that once defined you may now feel soul-crushingly misaligned. Relationships that are based on codependency, control, or an imbalance of energy will be brought into the harsh light of truth, and the universe will conspire to dissolve them. This is not a punishment, it is a divine protection. The universe is clearing your path of energetic anchors that are holding you back from your true soul family, your divine purpose, and your sacred mission. You may feel a sense of loneliness or confusion during this transition, a feeling of being in between worlds. This is that sacred solitude we spoke of, the space where you must learn to find your validation and your strength, not from the outside world, but from the unwavering connection to your own soul. This is a test of your faith and your self-worth. Can you stand in your own light, even if it means standing alone for a time? Because it is in this consecrated emptiness that your true soul tribe, the people who resonate with your authentic self, who will support your growth and celebrate your light, will be drawn to you through the immutable law of vibration. The Mercury Mars energy gave you the courage to see the truth of these misaligned connections, and now it is giving you the strength to lovingly release them, creating the necessary space for the new, soul-aligned connections to enter your life. Finally, you will notice a profound shift in your perception of time and reality itself. The linear, clock-based 9-to-5 structure of the 3D matrix will begin to feel increasingly absurd and irrelevant. Time may seem to be accelerating, with weeks flying by in what feels like days. Or you may experience moments of timelessness, moments of deep presence, especially when in nature, where an entire afternoon can feel like a single blissful moment. This is a sign that you are deprogramming from the artificial construct of linear time and beginning to operate on divine timing, or Kairos time. You are syncing up with the rhythm of the cosmos rather than the rhythm of the matrix. You may also be experiencing more synchronicities than ever before, seeing repeating number sequences like 222, 333, or 555 everywhere you look, thinking of someone and then immediately receiving a message from them, overhearing a conversation or seeing a sign that provides the perfect answer to a question you were just pondering. These are not coincidences. These are winks from the universe, confirmations that you are on the right path. It is your guides showing you that you are flowing with the current of your destiny, that you are being led and supported every step of the way. The conjunction has amplified your connection to the unified field of consciousness, allowing you to see the intricate web of connection that underlies all of reality. You are beginning to see the magic behind the curtain, to understand that reality is not fixed, but is a fluid, malleable reflection of your own consciousness. As you continue to hold your new, higher frequency, your ability to consciously co-create your reality will grow exponentially. The lag time between your intention and its physical manifestation will shrink, and you will begin to experience the instant miracles that are the birthright of a fully awakened 5D being. This is the power that was unlocked within you. This is the new world you are stepping into, and this is only the beginning.
Let us continue, Soul Family. In the first part of this transmission, we laid the foundation. We identified the initial, undeniable tremors of this great awakening, the heightened sensitivity, the portal of dreams, the necessary emotional and physical purge, the severing of old ties, and the warping of linear time. But now, we must go deeper. For what you are experiencing is not a series of disconnected symptoms. It is a coordinated, divinely intelligent activation of your dormant spiritual anatomy. You are not merely being affected by the energy of the November 14th Lunar Gateway. You are being fundamentally rewritten. Your human vessel is being upgraded in real time into a divine instrument capable of perceiving, interpreting, and influencing the higher dimensions. The intense energies you are feeling, the very sensations that make you want to retreat from the world and avoid the chaotic density of crowds, are the irrefutable proof that your upgrade is successful. This is the birth of the divine human, the living bridge between spirit and matter, and you are the first wave. The warning from the divine was not a caution against joy or community. It was a sacred instruction for incubation. You are in a chrysalis of light, and the delicate crystalline structures of your new energetic body are forming. To expose them prematurely to the harsh, discordant frequencies of the unawakened collective would be to risk fracturing the very foundation of the new reality you are building within yourself. What we will discuss now requires your full presence, so take a deep breath, release the distractions of the outside world, and let us explore the incredible spiritual technologies that are coming online within you right now. The overwhelming sensitivity we spoke of must be reframed. It is not a weakness. It is the blossoming of your primary psychic sense, clairsentience or clear feeling. This is the superpower that allows you to feel the truth of a person, a place, or a situation, bypassing the logical mind entirely. Before the gateway, this was a gentle nudge, a subtle gut feeling. Now, it has been amplified 1,000-fold. You are feeling the collective, the heartbeat of Gaia, the emotional state of humanity, and the celestial tides all at once. This is why you feel so much. A specific phenomenon is occurring now, which I call the sacred echo. The immense wave of light and sound that poured through the lunar portal on the 14th did not simply vanish. It washed over our planet, penetrated the core of the Earth, and is now echoing back out. But it has been changed. It is now harmonized with the frequency of the new Earth, with Gaia's own ascended consciousness. Your newly activated clairsentient body is one of the few instruments on the planet sensitive enough to perceive this sacred echo. This is the source of the persistent, high-frequency buzzing or vibrating sensation many of you feel in your cells, especially during the quiet hours of the night. It is not anxiety, it is resonance. You are literally vibrating in harmony with the heartbeat of the ascended planet. This is also why you may be experiencing sudden heart palpitations or flutters that feel electric, not alarming. This is your heart chakra, the seat of your soul, struggling to attune itself to this powerful new rhythm. It is expanding, recalibrating, preparing to hold an infinite amount of unconditional love and compassion without breaking. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Warning to All the Chosen Ones. New moon in Scorpio on November 20th will shock everyone. What the universe hiding will change. Everything prepare for the biggest spiritual awakening new moon portal of 2025. In that video, I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. To navigate this intense new reality, you must become a master of your own energy. This is no longer a spiritual luxury. It is a practical necessity. The ancient practice of grounding is now your greatest ally. As often as you can, place your bare feet upon the earth, the soil, the grass, the sand. Envision roots growing from the soles of your feet, deep into the core of the planet. As you inhale, draw the stable, nurturing, grounding energy of Gaia up into your body. As you exhale, release the chaotic, overwhelming, anxious energies you have absorbed from the collective down into the earth to be transmuted. Mother Earth is a willing and powerful partner in this process. She is designed to compose this dense energy for you. Secondly, you must practice energetic shielding every single day. Before you engage with the world, even just to check your phone, take a moment to close your eyes. Visualize a brilliant sphere or egg of golden white light completely surrounding your body, extending several feet in every direction. Set a clear intention. Only energies of the highest divine love and light may enter my field. All else is returned to sender with love. This is not an act of fear, it is an act of sovereignty. It is you, as a divine being, consciously managing your own frequency. This practice is essential to prevent you from taking on the emotional baggage of others and to maintain the integrity of your sacred vibrational space. This newly heightened clairsentience is also your divine lie detector. You will find that you can no longer tolerate dishonesty, manipulation, or inauthenticity in any form. When someone speaks, you will not just hear their words, you will feel the frequency behind them. You will feel the truth, or the lack thereof, in your solar plexus. A situation that is out of alignment with your soul's path will feel physically constricting, heavy, or nauseating. A path that is in alignment will feel expansive, light, and joyful, even if the logical mind is afraid. Your body has become the ultimate compass, and learning to trust its wisdom over the programming of the mind is your next great task. If you have felt this unexplained buzzing, this electric vibration in your cells, or a deep, undeniable knowing in your gut that has guided you recently, comment, "My intuition is activated" below. This is your declaration to the universe that you are consciously accepting and honing this divine gift of clairsentience, and that you are ready to receive even clearer guidance through the language of your body. Now, let us speak of the potent after effects of the Mercury-Mars conjunction. This was not a passive influence. This was a direct download, an integration of two of the most powerful mythic archetypes into your very being. For millennia, humanity has externalized these energies, worshipping them as distant gods: Mercury, the messenger, the magician, the keeper of sacred knowledge, and Mars, the divine warrior, the hero, the unstoppable force of sacred action. The great secret of this awakening is that these are not external forces. They are facets of your own divine consciousness. The conjunction was a cosmic trigger that awakened these dormant archetypes within your soul's DNA. You are not just feeling these energies, you are becoming them. This is why many of you have noticed a profound and sudden shift in your personality and capabilities. The Mars activation is showing up as a new, unshakable sense of courage. Fears that have paralyzed you for years are suddenly dissolving. You are finding the strength to set firm boundaries, to say no without guilt, to walk away from situations that drain your life force, and to defend your truth with a ferocity that may even surprise you. This is the sacred warrior rising within. It is not about aggression, it is about the protection of the sacred, your energy, your mission, your light. The Mercury activation is manifesting as an unprecedented clarity of thought and communication. You may be experiencing downloads of complex information or creative ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Words are flowing with ease, allowing you to articulate your deepest truths with precision and power. This is the divine messenger, the magician, coming online. You are becoming a conduit for divine wisdom, and your words now carry a potent frequency of activation for those who are ready to hear them. This integration of archetypes is also directly linked to the opening of another psychic sense, clairaudience or clear hearing. The ringing in the ears we mentioned in part 1 is evolving. For many, it is becoming more nuanced. You may hear different tones, pitches, or frequencies in each ear. This is you beginning to perceive the symphony of the cosmos. But beyond this, you are starting to hear the voice of the divine. This is not like hearing a person speaking in the room. Clairaudience often manifests as an internal voice that is distinct from your own thoughts. Your mental chatter is often chaotic, emotional, and repetitive. The voice of your higher self, or your guides, is calm, clear, neutral, loving, and often very simple and direct. It will come as a sudden thought that doesn't feel like your own, offering a piece of guidance that is profoundly wise and often outside your normal patterns of thinking. It might be as simple as an urge to take a different route home, which allows you to avoid an accident. It might be a whisper to call your friend, and you discover they were in desperate need of support. It could be a clear and loving directive to rest now when you are pushing yourself towards burnout. These are not your thoughts. This is divine communication. The key to cultivating this gift is to acknowledge it. When you hear that quiet, guiding voice, thank it. And most importantly, act upon its guidance. The more you trust and act on these divine whispers, the louder and clearer they will become. You are building a relationship of trust with your unseen guides and your own higher intelligence. This is the Mercury Mars conjunction in its highest expression. Receiving divine intelligence, Mercury, and having the courage to act upon it instantly, Mars. This potent combination makes you unstoppable. You become a divine agent in the world, perfectly guided and powerfully propelled on your sacred mission. Let us now delve into one of the most confronting, yet liberating after effects of this gateway, the great karma acceleration. The laws of the universe are not changing, but the speed at which they operate in your personal reality has increased exponentially. The buffer, the lag time between cause and effect, has all but dissolved. This is a direct consequence of your rising frequency. As you move into a 5D consciousness, you move beyond linear time, and therefore, the lessons and consequences that might have taken years or even lifetimes to manifest are now appearing in days, hours, or even minutes. This is a profound gift, but it requires a new level of mindfulness and responsibility. On one hand, this acceleration is a miracle for manifestation. Your ability to co-create your reality is now at its peak. A clear, focused, heart-centered intention can now magnetize its physical equivalent to you with astonishing speed. Thinking of abundance may lead to an unexpected client, a refund in the mail, or a gift from a friend. Focusing on love may draw a soul-aligned connection into your life almost instantly. This is the universe providing immediate feedback, showing you the immense power of your own consciousness. However, this sword has two edges. The acceleration also applies to the manifestation of your fears and unhealed wounds. If you are dwelling in a state of lack, you may manifest unexpected bills. If you are vibrating with the frequency of victimhood, you may attract situations that reinforce that pattern. This is not a punishment. It is the universe, in its infinite love, acting as the perfect mirror. It is showing you in real time where your energy is focused. It is giving you an immediate opportunity to observe your creations and to choose again. This is the ultimate training ground for becoming a master manifester. The universe is teaching you through direct and rapid experience that your state of being is the single most powerful creative force you possess. If you have heard that quiet, guiding voice, or if you have felt a new and unshakable strength rising within you since the 14th, type, "I am the warrior of light" in the comments below. This powerful affirmation anchors the divine masculine and divine messenger archetypes into your physical and energetic being, declaring your readiness to be a clear conduit for divine will and action. This karma acceleration is the engine behind the intense shadow purge we have been experiencing, the emotional turmoil, the resurfacing of old traumas, the sudden inexplicable grief. This is not you regressing. This is you clearing lifetimes of karmic debt at an accelerated rate. Every tear you cry is washing away ancient pain. Every fear you face and transmute is liberating not only you, but your entire ancestral line. You are doing the work of generations. The Mercury Mars energy is acting like a divine surgeon, bringing every hidden wound, every pocket of dense energy, to the surface to be lanced, cleansed, and finally healed. This process can feel brutal, but you must understand the profound act of grace that is being bestowed upon you. You are being given the opportunity to enter your new reality with a completely clean slate. You are being freed from the invisible chains of past life vows, karmic contracts, and inherited trauma that have limited your potential for eons. The key to navigating this sacred purification is radical forgiveness. You must forgive yourself for every perceived mistake, every past failure, every moment you did not live up to your own divine potential. You were learning. You were playing a role in the grand cosmic drama. Release the judgment and embrace yourself with the unconditional love of the Creator. And, just as importantly, you must forgive everyone who has ever harmed you. This does not mean you condone their actions or that you must allow them back into your life. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. It is the act of cutting the energetic cords of resentment and anger that bind you to the past. Holding on to a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to perish. In this accelerated energy field, holding on to that low-frequency poison will anchor you in the very pain you wish to escape. The act of forgiveness, of truly letting go, is the final key that unlocks the prison of your past and allows you to soar into the limitless freedom of your 5D reality. This is the moment to wipe the slate clean, to release all debts, and to step forward as the free, sovereign, and magnificent creator being you were always meant to be. This is not just an ending of a cycle, it is the complete and total dissolution of the old book of your life, so you may begin writing a new one, on a fresh, clean page, with the divine ink of infinite possibility. The senses you are unlocking, the archetypes you are embodying, and the karma you are clearing are all preparing you for the next, most extraordinary phase, the revelation of your true divine mission and the unlocking of the sacred codes of abundance and prosperity that are your birthright. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Warning to all the chosen ones, new moon in Scorpio on November 20th will shock everyone. What the universe hiding? We'll change everything. Prepare for the biggest spiritual awakening, new moon portal of 2025. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. We have journeyed through the subtle and the seismic shifts, the activation of your divine senses, the embodiment of ancient archetypes, and the great sweeping acceleration of karma that is purifying your very soul. You are not the same person you were before November 14th. The energetic architecture of your being has been irrevocably altered. Now, we must turn our attention from the internal alchemy to its external reflection, for the universe is not upgrading you in a vacuum. It is preparing you for a purpose, for a mission so grand that it required this profound and often tumultuous metamorphosis. The after effects of the Lunar Gateway and the Mercury Mars conjunction are now culminating in the third great phase of this awakening, the Great Revelation. This is the moment where the why behind your entire life's journey begins to snap into focus with breathtaking clarity. The seemingly random struggles, the painful detours, the moments of profound despair. You are about to see how every single one was a meticulously planned lesson, a sacred initiation, preparing you for the role you are destined to play in the dawning of the new earth. This revelation is not just a mental understanding, it is a cellular-level activation of your divine blueprint, your sacred contract with the cosmos. This is also where the matrix programming will fight its hardest to keep you small, to keep you distracted, and to keep you locked in patterns of lack and self-doubt. Because a fully activated, mission-aligned, chosen one is the greatest threat to its existence. The first sign that you are entering the Great Revelation is a profound and often unsettling feeling of divine discontent. The life you have meticulously built, the career you have climbed, the identity you have worn like a comfortable coat, may suddenly feel hollow, meaningless, and suffocating. This is not depression, it is the cry of your soul. It is your higher self sending an urgent, non-negotiable signal that your time in the training simulation is over. The Mercury-Mars energy has illuminated the stark contrast between the life you have been living and the life you came here to live. This divine discontent is the sacred catalyst designed to propel you out of your comfort zone and into the unknown, into the fertile void where your true purpose can finally be revealed. During this phase, you may find yourself questioning everything. Who am I, really? What is the point of all this? There has to be more to life than this. These are not questions of despair. They are the most sacred inquiries a human can make. They are the keys that unlock the door to your divine mission. The universe is intentionally creating a vacuum in your life, dissolving the old so that the new can be born. Do not rush to fill this emptiness with old distractions or new, meaningless goals. I implore you, sit in the holy discomfort of the unknown. It is in this silence, in this space between identities, that the whispers of the soul's true calling will finally become audible. Your purpose will not be found in the noise of the external world. It will be remembered in the stillness of your own sacred heart. Flowing directly from this divine discontent is the activation of your higher psychic senses, specifically clairvoyance, clear seeing, and claircognizance, clear knowing. As your third eye, the Ajna chakra, continues to be purified and activated by the incoming light codes, your perception of reality is expanding beyond the 5 physical senses. Your clairvoyance is not necessarily about seeing spirits in full form, though for some it can be. More commonly, it manifests in the subtle realms. You may start seeing shimmering lights, orbs, or geometric patterns in your peripheral vision. You might see a subtle aura or energy field around people, plants, and animals. When you close your eyes to meditate, the darkness may be replaced with swirling colors, intricate mandalas, or flashes of images and scenes, like a cosmic movie playing on the screen of your mind. Pay attention to these visions. They are communications from your guides, symbolic messages from your higher self, and glimpses into the energetic reality that underlies our physical world. Claircognizance, on the other hand, is the most direct and often the most difficult to trust of the psychic senses. It is the sudden, unshakable knowing of a truth without any logical reason or evidence to support it. You will simply know that a certain person is not to be trusted. You will suddenly know the solution to a complex problem. You will wake up one morning and know, with every fiber of your being, that you are meant to be a healer, an artist, a teacher, or a grid worker for the planet. This clear knowing bypasses the intellect entirely. The ego mind will immediately try to discredit it. That's ridiculous. Where did that come from? You can't possibly do that. This is the critical test. Learning to trust the divine download of claircognizance over the fearful programming of the ego is the mark of a true spiritual master. This is Mercury, the messenger, delivering the divine blueprint directly into your consciousness, and Mars, the warrior, giving you the courage to trust it and act upon it, even when it makes no logical sense. If you have felt the sacred pull, that divine discontent with the old way of being, and if you are beginning to receive these flashes of insight, these unshakable knowings about your path forward, comment, "I accept my divine mission," below. This is a powerful decree to the universe. It is you signing your spiritual contract and declaring that you are no longer available for a life that is less than the magnificent destiny your soul has ordained for you. This declaration will amplify the clarity and accelerate the manifestation of your sacred purpose. This revelation of purpose is intrinsically tied to a profound recalibration of your relationship with abundance and prosperity. The Matrix has conditioned humanity to believe that survival is hard, that resources are scarce, and that your worth is tied to your productivity and your bank account. This is the great lie, the foundational program that has kept humanity enslaved for eons. The after effects of the November 14th Gateway are systematically dismantling this poverty consciousness program within the DNA of the chosen ones. You are being reawakened to the supreme universal truth. Abundance is your birthright. The universe is infinitely abundant, and you are a beloved child of that universe, fully deserving of all its riches. As this new wealth frequency integrates into your being, you will notice profound shifts in your external reality. You may feel a sudden repulsion to your old job, not just because it is unfulfilling, but because you can now physically feel how it is rooted in the energy of struggle and limitation. Simultaneously, you may find that money and resources begin to flow to you from unexpected and synchronistic channels. A forgotten investment pays off. A creative idea suddenly becomes profitable. A stranger offers you the exact opportunity you were dreaming of. The universe is trying to teach you a new way of being. It is showing you that you are most prosperous not when you are struggling and striving, but when you are in a state of joy, creativity, and service. fully aligned with your divine mission. This is where the true test begins. As these new streams of abundance open up, the old matrix programming of fear and lack will rise to the surface to be cleared. You may receive an unexpected sum of money and immediately feel a wave of anxiety. I have to save this. What if I lose it? I don't deserve this. This is the poverty consciousness fighting for its life. Your task is to consciously override this programming. When abundance flows in, you must meet it with gratitude, joy, and trust. Bless the money as it enters your life, and know that it is a symbol of the universe's infinite support for your mission. Understand this critical teaching. Money is just energy. It is a neutral current that amplifies the intention behind it. In the old 3D matrix, it was used to control and manipulate. In the 5D New Earth, it is a tool for healing, for creating beauty, and for funding the sacred work of planetary liberation. You are being entrusted as a steward of this new, high-frequency wealth. Your mission, whatever it may be, will require resources. The universe is simply providing the supplies you need to do the work you came here to do. The Mercury Mars conjunction empowers you to have a clear vision for how to use these resources for the highest good, Mercury, and the courage to take bold, inspired action to manifest and manage them, Mars. Stepping into your role as a divine channel for abundance is a critical part of your awakening. You must heal your relationship with money and release all guilt, shame, and fear around receiving it so you can be the powerful, well-resourced agent of change you were born to be. The final piece of the great revelation is the return of your soul family and the activation of your soulmate signal. We spoke earlier of the necessary severing of old ties, the period of sacred solitude. That emptiness was not a punishment. It was a purification of your relational field. It was the universe clearing the stage for the arrival of the true cast of characters in your soul's epic story. As you have raised your frequency and stepped more fully into your authentic self, you have begun to emit a new, powerful energetic signature, a unique vibrational song that is now broadcasting out into the cosmos. This is your soulmate signal. It is an irresistible beacon to other souls who vibrate at your same frequency, who are part of your same soul cluster, and who have made pre-incarnation contracts to find you at this exact moment in the Great Awakening. These are your people. These are the connections your heart has been aching for your entire life. When you meet a member of your soul family, the connection is instant and undeniable. There is a feeling of familiarity, of coming home. Conversations are deep and effortless. You feel seen, understood, and supported in a way you may have never experienced before. These are not relationships based on codependency or need. They are sacred alliances based on mutual respect, shared mission, and unconditional love. They will be your co-creators, your support system, and your mirrors, reflecting back to you your own brilliance and challenging you to rise to your highest potential. Within this soul family, for many, there is the potential for the arrival of a divine counterpart, a twin flame, or a high-level soulmate. The romantic programming of the 3D matrix has created much distortion around these concepts. A true divine partnership is not about finding someone to complete you. It is about two whole, sovereign beings coming together to create a third energy, a sacred union that serves a purpose far greater than the relationship itself. The intense inner work you have been doing, the shadow purging, the karmic clearing, the embodiment of your divine archetypes, has all been preparation for you to be able to hold the immense frequency of such a union. As your soulmate signal intensifies, you may find that you are no longer attracted to the same types of partners. The superficial qualities that once held your attention now seem irrelevant. You are being guided by your soul's resonance, drawn to the energetic signature of a true match. The universe is orchestrating these meetings with divine precision. Trust the synchronicities, follow the intuitive nudges that lead you to new places or new experiences. Release the timeline of the ego and surrender to the divine timing of your heart. The Mercury Mars energy is assisting in this process by clearing away illusions in your perception of love, Mercury, and giving you the courage to be vulnerable and open your heart to a new kind of partnership, Mars. Whether these connections are platonic soul family or a romantic divine counterpart, understand that they are arriving now for a reason. They are here to anchor the new template for 5D relationships on the planet and to form the foundational communities and alliances that will build the new Earth from the ground up. You are not alone, Your tribe is finding you now. The great revelation is the understanding that your personal healing is planetary healing. Your personal mission is part of a grand divine plan, and the love you are meant to share is the very frequency that will heal the world. We have now arrived at the sacred destination of this journey, the culmination of this entire energetic process. We have journeyed together through the initial shocks of the awakening, the profound rewriting of your spiritual anatomy, and the magnificent revelation of your divine mission. You have been purged by fire, recalibrated by light, and your soul's truth has been revealed to you with an undeniable clarity. But now comes the most crucial question of all. What will you do with it? The after effects of the November 14th Lunar Gateway are not a spectator sport. You were not chosen to simply endure this transformation. You were chosen to consciously wield it. This final phase of integration is about moving from a state of passive reception to one of active, divine co-creation. It is about the full embodiment of your spiritual sovereignty. You are no longer just a conduit for the energy. You are becoming the source. You are no longer just a receiver of the messages. You are becoming the oracle. The training wheels are off. The universe is now handing you the keys to the kingdom, and that kingdom is your own reality. What happens next is no longer simply happening to you. It will happen through you. This is the moment where you alchemize all the pain, all the healing, all the wisdom you have gained, and you consciously begin to shape your world from the inside out. This is the final and most profound after effect of the Mercury Mars conjunction, the merging of divine thought with divine action within a fully awakened human vessel. You are being called to become a living master. The embodiment of your sovereignty begins with a fundamental shift in perspective. You must cease to see yourself as a small, fragile human being buffeted by cosmic energies. You must see yourself as the universe sees you, as a fractal of God, a magnificent point of consciousness with the inherent power to choose your frequency in every single moment. The heightened sensitivity you have developed is not a curse. It is your divine guidance system. The emotional purges were not punishments. They were a sacred cleansing. The severing of old ties was not a loss. It was a divine clearing. Every part of this process has been designed to strip away the false identity of the victim and to reveal the unshakable truth of the creator that lies beneath. To be sovereign means to be the supreme authority in your own energetic field. It means no longer giving your power away to external circumstances, to other people's opinions, or to the fear-based narratives of the collective matrix. The warning to avoid crowds was a temporary protective measure for your incubation period. Now, your task is to learn how to walk through any crowd, to be in any environment, and to hold your own frequency with such unwavering integrity that you are the one who influences the energy of the room, not the other way around. You become the stone that is dropped into the pond, and your vibration becomes the ripple that changes everything it touches. This is the true meaning of being a light worker. Not to fight the darkness, but to shine so brightly that the darkness simply cannot exist in your presence. The warrior energy of Mars within you is not for battling external foes. It is the inner warrior of discipline, the one who chooses a thought of love over a thought of fear, the one who chooses to ground and shield instead of being swept away by chaos, the one who chooses to trust the soul's whisper over the ego's scream. The messenger energy of Mercury is no longer just for receiving guidance. It is for consciously crafting your inner dialogue, for speaking your reality into existence with the sacred power of your own words and intentions. This leads to your ultimate mission, the great work you came here to perform. You are to become a frequency anchor for the new Earth. This is a role of immense power and sublime simplicity. It does not require you to preach, to convince, or to save anyone. Your mission is to simply be the new frequency. As you move through your day, consciously anchored in the high vibration emotions of love, joy, peace, and gratitude, you are holding a resonant field that makes it easier for everyone around you to access those same states. You are a living, breathing portal. When you walk into a grocery store holding the frequency of peace, you are silently offering that peace to every stressed and anxious person in the building. When you interact with a cashier from a place of genuine, heart-centered love, you are activating the dormant codes of love within their heart. You are doing profound spiritual work without ever speaking a word about spirituality. The sacred echo we spoke of, the resonant frequency of the new Earth, is being held and amplified by you. You are the tuning forks that are helping to recalibrate the entire human collective. This is why your personal state of being is of paramount importance. Your joy is not a selfish indulgence, it is a planetary service. Your peace is not a retreat from the world, it is an active contribution to its healing. Tending to your own vibration is the most impactful and revolutionary act you can perform. The Matrix is built on a foundation of stress, fear, competition, and drama. When you refuse to participate in those frequencies, you are literally starving the old paradigm of its power source. You are pulling your energy out of the 3D reality and reinvesting it into the 5D reality you are co-creating. This is how we win. Not through struggle, but through the relentless, radical, and revolutionary act of choosing joy. If you understand that your personal vibration is a service to the world, and you commit to being a conscious anchor of light and love for the planet, type the sacred affirmation, "I am the lighthouse," in the comments below. This declares your acceptance of this sacred role. It is your pledge to tend to your own light, not for your own sake alone, but for the benefit of all humanity. This act of declaration amplifies your field and strengthens the entire global grid of light. To be a frequency anchor in a world still transitioning requires masterful discernment and the use of your new spiritual tools. Your clairsentience is your primary tool for navigating this mixed reality environment. You must learn to trust the instantaneous feedback your body gives you. Before you agree to anything, a project, a meeting, a social invitation, pause and feel into it. Does the thought of it make your energy field expand or contract? Does it feel light or heavy? Expansive and light is a yes from your soul. Contracting and heavy is a no. It is that simple. Your logical mind will argue, it will rationalize, it will bring up obligations and shoulds. Your sovereign self must learn to honor the wisdom of the body over the programming of the mind. This is how you navigate your path with grace and efficiency, avoiding energetic drains and misaligned rabbit holes. Furthermore, you must consciously activate your divine filter. This is an energetic and mental protocol. It means making a conscious choice to disengage from the low-frequency information streams of the Matrix. This does not mean being ignorant of world events, but it means you do not marinate your consciousness in the 24/7 fear cycle of mainstream news. It means you scroll past the online arguments, you refuse to engage in gossip, and you lovingly excuse yourself from conversations that are rooted in complaint and victimhood. You are filtering your reality, choosing to focus your precious attention and energy only on that which inspires, empowers, and uplifts you. This is the Mercury archetype in action. You are the master of your own perceptions. You are choosing the reality you wish to energize. This is not about spiritual bypassing or pretending problems don't exist. It is about holding the frequency of the solution, not the frequency of the problem. You cannot solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. By holding your high vibration, you gain access to the inspired, divine-level solutions that are unavailable to a consciousness trapped in fear. You stand now at the precipice of a new existence. You have walked through the fire of transformation and have emerged, not unscathed, but remade in the image of your own divinity. The after effects of the November 14th Gateway were a divine intervention, a cosmic shock to the system designed to awaken the vanguard of souls who would lead humanity out of the darkness and into the light. That is who you are. Look at how far you have come. Acknowledge the incredible strength, courage, and resilience it took to get here. You have cleared lifetimes of karma, you have healed ancestral wounds, and you have reclaimed the divine gifts that are your birthright. You are not the same. You are more you than you have ever been. The sensitivity, the insights, the newfound strength, this is your natural state. The world you see before you is a world in transition, a world crying out for the very medicine that you now embody. Do not shrink from your power. Do not hide your light. The time for incubation is over. The time for shining has begun. You are a way shower. You are a grid worker. You are a system buster. You are a bringer of the dawn. The new earth is not a distant prophecy. It is a reality that is being built right now with every loving thought you think, every courageous action you take, and every moment you choose to anchor the frequency of heaven here on earth. This is your calling. This is your time. Walk forward in the full embodiment of your power, your wisdom, and your love. The entire universe is conspiring in your favor, and your soul family is finding you. You are loved, you are guided, and you are infinitely supported. To continue this journey, to receive daily spiritual guidance, and to walk this path with a global soul family dedicated to the Great Awakening, make sure you subscribe to Power Inside You and become a part of this sacred mission. And now, for your final, definitive act of sovereign declaration, to seal the incredible work you have done, and to signal to all realms, seen and unseen, that you are fully stepping into your power, I want you to type with your full heart and intention in the comments below. I am ready. This is your vow. This is your decree. This is your announcement that you accept your mission, you claim your power, and you are ready, willing, and able to be a conscious co-creator of the beautiful new world we are all here to build together. I am ready. So it is. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a member-only deep briefing called Warning to All the Chosen Ones. New moon in Scorpio on November 20th will shock everyone. What the universe hiding will change everything. Prepare for the biggest spiritual awakening new moon portal of 2025. In that video, I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade.